Ask me the hard-hitting questions.
This week on 60 Minutes, we reported on the WNBA, and we interviewed Caitlin Clark.
In a stunning announcement that sent shockwaves through the basketball world, Caitlin Clark has finally broken her silence regarding her new contract in Europe.
Playing for the Indiana Fever, she's ushered in a new wave of WNBA fans. TV ratings and attendance have skyrocketed.
Finds Clark from the logo.
You know how crazy these crowds get though when they see that logo through.
Yeah, they go crazy.
Feels good to hit those?
Occasionally, it's not too bad.
So how,
I don't mind it.
seriously though, so you got the ball in your hand.
Yeah.
You're crossing midcourt. What's the decision making? Pass, pull up, how does that work?
After days of swirling rumors and intense speculation, the WNBA Rookie of the Year took to Instagram to reveal her decision for the upcoming season, leaving fans and sports analysts buzzing with excitement. Before her big reveal, basketball fans across the globe were on edge as Caitlin Clark's social media pages remained silent following the heartbreaking playoff loss of the Indiana Fever to the Connecticut Sun. Fans and analysts were left in suspense, wondering, would she come back? Was her extraordinary rookie season just the beginning, or would she take her incredible talent elsewhere?
That's an absolute dime.
And then after that, usually somebody picks me up, but if not, you just gotta launch it and hope for the best, you know? Hope it goes in and let it fly. That's what people love. So we gotta give them what they want.
Clark broke down the mechanics and biomechanics behind that signature shot.
There we go. Okay.
It's the same motion basically, right? You're just using more legs?
Yeah, I mean, I'm like I'm not, people probably wouldn't consider me very big to play in the WNBA. Like I'm not quite 6 foot, like not the strongest. So I think just, having good balance is definitely the most important thing. I think a lot of really good shooters would probably tell you the same thing. But yeah, using your legs, like you can't be all upper body, it's gotta be your legs, so.
Each passing day only added to the intrigue. Then, a few days ago, the Indiana Fever's megastar broke her silence with a heartfelt Instagram post reflecting on her debut season. Her words, filled with gratitude, sent shockwaves across the WNBA.
Caitlin Clark last night finished up one of the most remarkable years of basketball playing in quite some time. Because we could talk about her WNBA season, and we will, but her final season at Iowa was something to behold, and she went right from that into the WNBA season. I mean, right away. As soon as her college season ended, just days later, she was drafted by the Indiana Fever. And I just remember being at the Combine in early March. That was the talk of the town. In addition to what we were seeing out of the Pacers and the Combine being there, it's like Caitlin Clark's coming here, the Big Ten.
We will break down what Caitlin's decision implies for the Indiana Fever and the WNBA, so make sure you watch until the end.
2 defenders on the handoff go with Caitlin Clark. That's why Aaliyah Boston can make that spin move and attack the basket. So the impact of Caitlin and Kelsey Mitchell on the floor opens things up.
I miss doing women's sports with you. We don't get to do it as often as we used to. So here's the thing. Caitlin Clark is going to be fine. Yeah. Okay, there's 2 things that stand out to me. She just played this team, right? And so she understands the athleticism, the footwork, the speed of Dejanay Carrington. And she's just in her 4th WNBA game as a professional athlete. Even as a rookie, she's been guarded by the best players so far. She's still drawing double teams, and I thought Indiana did a better job of playing fast. I thought in her first few games, too much pound on the rock. This is not Iowa Part B varsity version. This is WNBA basketball. She's moving faster. Her teammates are doing a better job of finding her. She's getting looks off the move where she doesn't have to work as hard. And so it's only up from here. This was a great sign. Her most efficient night, turnovers were down.
Let me just say this too, because we're talking about the Indiana Fever and we have the Pacers that are playing in the Eastern Conference. That's right.
Her Instagram post was only the beginning. Behind her carefully chosen words was a season that completely transformed what it means to be a rookie in the WNBA. T was the story of a player who exceeded expectations and redefined the game of basketball, leaving everyone in awe of her talent and accomplishments.
ESPN are showing the game last night in which the Fever got swept by the Connecticut Sun last night. They showed a montage of her year. And they showed a montage of her year when she passed Pistol Pete. She owns the record for most points scored in men's and women's Division I. And she set every record you possibly can set for Iowa, for women's basketball.
In her post, she thanked everyone who supported her dream. "I'm filled with gratitude as I reflect on the past year of my life. See you all in year 2, she wrote. With that statement, Clark confirmed what many fans and analysts have been hoping for since the Fever's playoff exit: she wasn't going anywhere. But what made her season truly remarkable went far beyond her staying power.
Well, I'm super excited to be here. I've never had to give an opening statement before, so this is a first for me in a large crowd. But like I said, I'm super happy to be here. Thank you to Fever, the Pacers. This is a dream come true. Like, these are the moments you dream of. Obviously, Tamika Catchings is here. Like, that's pretty incredible. Somebody I grew up idolizing.
Yes.
But like I said, after I got drafted, like, I can't think of a better place for myself to start my career. A place that loves basketball, supports women's basketball, and an organization that really does things the right way, has championship pedigree. So I'm just very thankful that they have a belief in me. And obviously my parents are here today. My 2 brothers aren't here. My little brother had to go back to school. He actually missed his flight out of New York City after the draft. So I think he did it on purpose, but thankful for them, and, you know, couldn't be happier to be here. So thank all of you for coming, and I can't wait to get started.
It was more than just breaking records. In her rookie season, Caitlin Clark shattered an astonishing 62 records, each one cementing her legendary influence on the game and proving she is a true force of nature in basketball. Let's look at the numbers that left analysts and statisticians scrambling for superlatives. Clark averaged 19 points.
Hi, Caitlin. Greg Doyle, Indy Star. Real quick, let me do this.
You like that?
I like that you're here. I like that you're here.
I do that at my family after every game, so
okay,
it's
well, let's
cool.
Start doing it to me and we'll be able to get along just fine. So, question is, you didn't have to turn pro. I kind of thought you would no matter what, but how much did Indiana have the number 1 overall pick? Because of the things you've said and the driving distance to Iowa, just everything. I'm just wondering what role that might have played.
Yeah, it definitely played a huge role, and I actually played at the exact same time as the draft lottery on the night it happened. I'm not sure exactly who we were playing, but I was hoping that Indiana got the first pick. It would have made my life a lot better. So when I saw that, I was pretty excited. And, you know, obviously that's not every single reason of, you know, why I wanted to leave.
4 assists, 6 rebounds, and 3 steals per game. Those stats would be impressive for any player in the league, let alone a rookie. Her 337 assists set a new single-season benchmark, showcasing her ability to elevate her teammates. Even more historic, Clark became the first rookie ever to record 2 triple-doubles. Her single-game performance with 19 assists was further proof of her elite vision and playmaking ability. Simply put, Caitlin Clark turned the WNBA into her personal playground, breathing new life into a struggling Indiana Fever franchise.
Caitlin Clark's Rookie of the Year odds have become so high that there is currently only one sports book that will even allow you to vote on Rookie of the Year. MGM Bet is currently the only platform that you can vote on Rookie of the Year, and they have Caitlin Clark's odds at negative 10,000. And to put the icing on the cake, just last night, Caitlin Clark made her 86th three-point field goal of the season, which set a new record for three-pointers made by a rookie in WNBA history. The previous record was set by Ryan Howard in 2022.
Under her leadership, the team surged to a 20-20 record, their first 20-win season since 2015. More importantly, the Fever clinched their first playoff appearance in 8 years. Clark reignited hope within the Fever fan base.
The WNBA record for threes in a season is currently held by Sabrina, and that number is 128 threes. So with the Fever having 9 more regular season games left, and I'm not sure if this is just like a regular season record or includes playoffs, but Caitlin Clark would have to average a little over 4 three-pointers in a game in order to break this record. It's doable, and especially if their team goes into the playoffs. But not only with this three-point record, with her assist record, with her triple-double record, and just the impact that Caitlin Clark has had on the WNBA and on the Fever team this season, there has still been some debate on who will become Rookie of the Year. We talked about Angel Reese a couple videos ago and how she is holding her own on the rebounding side, and she is shattering records, both WNBA and NBA records, with the amount of rebounds that she grabs per game. But if you look at these two players in their totality, it really is a no-brainer as who deserves Rookie of the Year this season.
Her electrifying presence on the court didn't just win games, it won over fans. Attendance skyrocketed, merchandise sales exploded, and suddenly the Indiana Fever became a must-watch team on national TV.
Caitlin Clark, 24, 10, and 10, her second career triple-double. What stood out to you about the way she got this triple-double in your eyes?
For me, what I liked from Clark and quite honestly the Indiana Fever team is that even though they entered halftime with 11 turnovers, they were able to get that composure back, and they actually turned over Los Angeles, the Sparks, more turnovers than they had. So I love the composure that we're seeing. I love that this is a team that's still growing, and I think they're starting to figure out who their players are, who their go-to players are. Even when you have an Odyssey Sims that drops 20 points for a Sparks team that, has been struggling this season, Indiana found a way to win. They found their composure throughout this game, and I think that bodes well for them, knowing that they already punched their ticket to the playoffs.
Clark's ability to make those around her better was evident in nearly every game. She created scoring opportunities, opened the floor, and left defenses scrambling.
Well, for anyone that was listening to the broadcast, you heard that this backcourt has been the hottest thing in the WNBA since the Olympic break. And I do think that time together with this crew, that trio, as you mentioned, has been critical. We heard so many veterans, retired players, active players say that Caitlin Clark and likely the Indiana Fever were gonna need time. It wasn't gonna be instantaneous, like your, instant coffee that you drink in the morning. No, we want this to be a nice Cuban coffee with a nice punch in there. And I think that's what we're seeing. It's not that this is not a talented team. You've got two back-to-back #1 picks.
The accolades poured in as quickly as the records fell. She was almost unanimously voted WNBA Rookie of the Year, though one vote went to Angel Restock Clark's selection to the All-Star Game, where she received the most votes of any player, was another major milestone.
When Ryan Ruocco said, Caitlin Clark is possessed, I was like, yeah, that sounds about right. At times, she was unconscious. For me, watching that game, it's one of those games where you can't even be mad. Like, you can't even be mad at Caitlin Clark. You can't hate on her. You can't say anything negative about the way she performed. There's not one thing you could take away from that and be like, oh, she was this, or oh, she didn't do that. She checked every single box. That's why Kim Mulkey hugged her so aggressively at the end of the game, because it's like, dang, you did great. I can't stand it, but I love you for it. Like, Kim Mulkey even gave her an aggressive hug when the game is over. That's how you know it was real. You know how you dap somebody up just aggressively because you're like, yeah, that was great. I can't stand you for it, but I can't say anything bad about it. She was poised. She was under control. She manipulated the defense left and right. She got to her spots.
It was further proof that she could hold her ground against the league's biggest stars while captivating fans worldwide.
Guys, I think the thing is that what LSU got themselves into trouble is they let Caitlin Clark get to her spots early. You know she likes to drive the ball to the left, and when she drives to the left, she's looking to pull up. I don't know, Andrea, look, you follow the women's game. Why on earth would Kim Mulkey instruct her guys to go under the screen and not fight over the top? I'm not giving Caitlin Clark that kind of space. What she did was confirm what we already knew. There's a reason why she's the all-time lead scorer. There's a reason why she's top 3 in assists.
What made her achievements even more impressive was how she handled pressure. Entering the league straight out of college with immense hype, she didn't just meet expectations, she exceeded them.
There's no question, the race for Rookie of the Year is over. After what they did to the Sky, after they won their 4th straight, after they're over 500, they were just 500 the other day for the first time in 2 years when they were 2-2. They doing their thing. And Caitlin Clark, last 12 games, 23.4 points or 47% shooting, second leading scorer in the entire WNBA behind the monster that is Asia Wilson, who's going to be league MVP and deserves it, by the way. The reigning 2-time champion, who probably is going to 3-peat in my estimation. She is just something special. Best player in the world as far as I'm concerned, okay?
Her poise under the spotlight, her clutch performances, and her leave-it-all-on-the-court mentality drew comparisons to legends like Larry Bird, Stephen Curry, and Kobe Bryant. Perhaps most significantly, Caitlin Clark changed the perception of what is possible for a rookie in the WNBA. She didn't just raise the bar, she launched it into the sky.
I think NBA players shouldn't be thankful to Michael Jordan, because guess what? There were great players that were in the sport before they ever arrived, who did everything they could to make the NBA what it was. But it was when those brothers arrived that it took on an extra dimension and elevated to another level. I'm just looking at some of the numbers here. When we talk about league attendance, the Indiana Fever, all right, with Caitlin Clark, led the league in attendance both home and on the road. Fever averaged 17,000. 35 at home, 15,000 on the road. Attendance for the entire league up nearly 50% this year, according to data from across the timeline. And Indiana leads all teams with an average attendance of, like I said, of 17,035. Merchandise sales are up 450%. I'm going to repeat that. Merchandise sales are up 450% for the WNBA, according to Fanatics. So take those things into consideration. Yes, we're looking at the unanimous choice for AP Rookie of the Year, a first-team all WNBA, okay? 4th in the league in MVP voting, and we see all of these things. Certainly, she's going to be a great player.
Future rookies will now be measured against her lofty standard, one so high it almost feels unfair. But as Clark's star rose, so did the target on her back. The player who took the WNBA by storm soon faced challenges that pushed her to the limit.
Flagrant number 2, Kennedy Carter. This one has received more headlines and attention than maybe any other play in the entire league this year.
Okay.
All right. There's been plenty of dissecting about their relationship. Certainly we talked about it in this show, that Kennedy Carter has in the past. What a great year for her, by the way. Probably could get comeback player of the year. That she has in the past made some questionable decisions when it comes to keeping her cool. In fact, I'm pretty sure she leads the league in flagrants, or she did at some point. In fact, she's got 4 flagrant fouls this year alone. She's a bit of a chippy player.
Okay.
I think we can all agree this was not a basketball play. Caitlin Clark said so herself. That wasn't a basketball play. Looked like a lot of frustration. Looked a bit retaliatory based on a play that had happened earlier where Kennedy felt like Caitlin was hit her and fouled her hard as well. We've already agreed that that one was not a basketball play.
Her record-breaking season captivated fans, but it also brought scrutiny and controversy. The playoffs were supposed to be her crowning moment, yet they became the center of a storm that engulfed the league.
It's definitely upsetting. I don't think nobody in our league should be facing any sort of racism, hurtful, disrespectful, hateful comments and threats. Those aren't fans, those are trolls.
It's hard to hear, but it's also the truth in some way. I mean, I wouldn't put everything on Fever fans, but I mean, just overall on social media, I mean, there has been so much hate spread.
During a crucial game against the Connecticut Sun, an eye poke left Clark reeling on the floor. What should have been a routine play turned into a heated debate with racial and political undertones across the basketball world. A no foul was called, sparking outrage. Fans and analysts alike questioned how such an obvious infraction was ignored, while others speculated she was being unfairly targeted.
Caitlin, what did you enjoy most about this break that you had?
Good question. I don't know. I think just getting some time to relax and reset. And then honestly just like getting in here and getting to work on some stuff that we probably haven't got to work on all year long. We're just break down analytics and find ways that we have to improve. A lot of that is defensively for us. Like, we've done a pretty good job at scoring the ball. I think we score at 87 points a game. So just improving defensively, I think that's the biggest thing. And getting in here even on my own and working on some stuff that I want to work on. So all of that has been really good, honestly.
Is there some advantage to having like a practice day and sort of an in-between day? It's not sort of a constant grind right now. You can reset your brain just a little bit in these couple of weeks.
Yeah, we've had the weekends off still, so that's kind of been nice where we go during the weeks and then you have the weekends off to kind of do what you need to do, whether that's, see family, see friends, work on things that you want to work on, improve on things that you want to improve on. So I think it's been good. You don't have to mentally prepare for games. That takes a lot of mental preparation, and it's mentally taxing at the same time. So just getting that reset has been really good for us.
As we look forward to Caitlin Clark's sophomore year, the question remains, what more can she accomplish? Will the Indiana Fever and Caitlin Clark take things to the next level next season? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell.